Hello, I'm going to talk in this video about my own awakening, part of my own awakening over the last few 10 years. And especially with the sun changing, its frequency, it's everything, and before it does what it's going to do. I mean, a lot of more people should be waking up because of the effect of the energy from the sun, the earth, vibration, and hopefully a lot more are that I feel around me when I go outside to walk to go have a coffee. I don't feel that many people waking up, unfortunately, but more people are having experiences, and I can notice their consciousness is drifting. They are wondering why. They're just going from one past, future, having experiences. There's so many times I've been sitting with some friends, and it's like they shift to another reality quickly and back, another timeline and back. It's I had an experience like that. I don't know, about 7 months ago, 8 months ago. I was playing cards at Tim Hortons there. When I go have a coffee, we play cards. Not every day, but when I feel well, I go by there and have coffee and play some cards with some friends. And there was I don't know what caused it. If it was it's a natural, it was just a galactic occurrence, I guess, because these timelines with this Mandela effect. But I could feel this big, like timeline, this shift, and it was coming, and I had my cards in my hand, and I was holding my cards, and this is what I experienced, and I could feel it coming. I knew a big one was coming. I could feel like it building up now over the last few days before this happened, and this wave just hit. It's like, and everything, my cards changed. I'm holding my cards, and I knew what I had, but because I'm consciously more aware because of all the lifetimes I've lived and all the meditation and everything, not because of the lifetimes, but just a higher consciousness, because of the Kundalini experience, and because of all the meditation I've done in this lifetime and lifetimes before, and being a shaman as an Indian, I've had contact with ETs like that. I'll get into that in a minute. But the cards changed. I knew what they were, but they shifted and they changed. They changed cards. I had, say, a jack, an ace, a seven, a three. It changed from a six to four. It was like just right in front of my eyes. Like, wow, that was totally wild. I never experienced that. That was an experience to have that happen. I just wanted to talk about that. I mean, this is how consciousness is affecting us, and we don't even realize it in these timelines. It's how you affect time. I mean, it's just being corrected. It's a big circle, but it's a constant raising of the circle, the vibrate. Anyways, I wanted to talk about also um, having more memory. I wrote some stuff down. That's why I keep looking over. More memories of Lemuria. Okay, I remember having being alive in that time period and the war, and it's just escaping in a ship, in a craft, and leaving the earth. And I was with ETs, my family, our family. Okay, I don't even like calling them ETs. They're family. Okay, we all our souls, all of you, if you realize it or not, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. You're all been on other planets too, or at least the majority of you, as far as I can discern right now. But that's the way I see it now. And you've had experiences you just don't remember. You've been so brainwashed and so affected by this society and everything, and that's why I say don't watch television. Be careful what you choose to watch, what you choose to read. I mean, if you don't want to start going within and finding out who you really are, then be careful what you put in your consciousness, because it will become part of you. And I remember just leaving the earth and seeing the continent sinking into the ocean, part of the continent. And it was a horrible experience. It brings tears to my eyes every time I really start to focus on that memory. I can't do it long, because it's very emotional. And with Mother Earth, because I have a huge connection with Mother Earth. Okay, I will talk about that. I don't know. Okay. I think I had a higher consciousness. Remember, I said the earth is a consciousness and the sun is conscious. Everything has consciousness, okay? The spirit, sentient consciousness. Now, these higher beings, which we're all part of, which we have been probably, some of us might have been a star, a planet, part of that consciousness, so we know the experience. That's why we can connect with other planets and stars. That's why when I had this Kundalini experience, my consciousness expanded. I connected with Mother Earth completely. She's wonderful. She's amazing, what she's been going through for thousands of years just to help us, tolerating. And the sun is also that kind of a being. I've connected with the sun's consciousness. They could take form. They could actually take form if they wanted to. They could create a physical form just to be among us, just like angels do that. I know happened to me a couple of times. I had one not long ago. Ever since I had the Kundalini experiences, I've been noticing. I can pick this up, but I know I'm almost 100% sure that an angel. I was going from my hospital to get my treatment, and I went out to have a cigarette. And I know I shouldn't be smoking, but I'm cut down a lot. And this person came out, and I just the way they looked at me, I could look right in their eyes. Remember, I said the eyes are the connections to the soul, and I knew right away this person was not a regular being. As I thought it was an angel. Okay, it took just to form me, just to have a cigarette. I don't know why they like the experience. They see us having experience, having a cigarette, and they want to experience it when they come into a physical body. And yeah, I've had that experience, and that was like more than once. Pretty sure about that. But anyways, that's another thing. You got to start really expanding your belief systems and opening your mind. First, your heart. All right, you have to open the heart. No matter what, you have to let your heart guide your mind, because if you don't, you're going to get more confused, more lost, more into this matrix of consciousness that's been created throughout the eons. Okay, if you let your heart guide you, your heart never lies to you. If you listen, if you know how to listen. And that's the best thing I can say. Let your heart guide you. Yeah, as I remember having lifetimes. One time I was in meditation. I think I talked about this before. I'll just briefly talk about it. When I was 25 years old, like I've only been and by then I was only meditating for like 7 years, just say. But having a lot of good experiences, and because I really was dedicated to it, and going within and learning, just my higher self was guiding me very well. And I went into a deep meditation with a friend, and we were both meditating, and he was doing another form of meditation. I was doing the type I do, where I pictured a blackboard and just erase every thought that comes into my mind until you try to keep it clear. And through that process, you start recognizing what kind of thoughts you're having, subconscious, conscious thoughts, and then also picking up people's thoughts, beings, spiritual beings around you too. They're doing that all the time, influencing you and trying to, in a good way and a bad way. There's always that in this duality reality. It's pain in the butt. But anyways, yeah. So I went into deep meditation, and my consciousness, I don't know if I had I didn't know. I could have left my body, or my consciousness got in contact completely with my higher self, which is the higher part of your being, which is part of your oversoul, whatever, and it's connected to right directly to the source. And my consciousness traveled, and it seemed that way because there is no time. It's an illusion. Okay, there's only the now. And that's, trust me, it's true. It's true. This is all true. There is no time. Timelines are always happening. They're always going on. It's all about your conscious awareness of this. And I perceived it to feel like going back in time, as into an Indian body, a North American Indian body in Canada. That's where I live now. And I was there, and we were all sitting around this huge campfire. I could see the teepees. I could smell the air. It was I could even remember, it felt like around October. The leaves had almost fallen from all the trees. I could see the moon. It was a full moon, I think it was a full moon. And we were all sitting around. It was like meditating around this fire. And we all had our headdresses with our feathers, feathered, And we were all doing this. And we were all focusing our conscious energy and I think we were trying to contact family from, we call them star family, but in those lifetimes, star family, right? But that was like so real. Like I was there. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is how I know that consciousness is so much more. You're part of so much more. You have to wake up to this. You have to be aware of this, consciously aware of this. That my friend, he was calling my name. I had no idea. I was slumped over a little bit because I was so deep in meditation. I did. They hear nothing. I was there. I was in that other body, looking through those eyes, seeing all this, experiencing everything. And boom, he had to actually shake me. And soon when he did that, I just came right back in my consciousness and took a deep breath. And I was like, boom, I was right back in this reality, in this timeline. And I was like, wow. It was just, it was just a totally amazing experience. When you're 25 years old, believe me, that's an amazing experience. And that kind of really woke me up to things like, what the heck was that? How did that happen? Blah, blah, blah. You ask the questions and you get the answers, right? And my higher self, I started reading books. Seth, the Seth material is really good. Explains quite a lot. That really helped me expand my conscious awareness and to learn about how consciousness works and your connection to source. Just the greater portion of your being, the greater conscious portion of you, spiritual consciousness. And that was really good. I read almost all the Seth books, material, Nature of Reality, blah, blah, blah. There's one I wanted to read, but I didn't get a chance to do it. Actually, two. I read half of one, but anyways, I could always go back and read it if I want. But that stuff, that material was very helpful for me to expand my awareness, become more aware of who I am, who you are. Everything I'm saying is who you are too, okay? This is what I'm trying to get. I'm telling you this stuff because I want to tell you my experiences, because this is who you are, all right? You've just forgotten. You've just forgotten. We're multidimensional beings. I can't say it enough, but it's true. Having an experience in this physical form in the now. But we're connected to so much more. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I glanced, I told you, I wrote down some stuff. Spiritual councils. Now, when I was having, part of this time when I was having, during this Kundalini experience, near like the highest point, when I connected to an energy grid to this earth. See, they build banks. This is how they know. This is how they know. They build banks near these grids, these energy systems, because it attracts people, Mother Earth's energy. And they use that power to keep their money system going. That's part of the one reason. Anyways, just throw that in so you know. Anyways, I connected near where I live to this system. That's where I really connected to Mother Earth. I connected with everyone. That's another thing I got to talk about. Yeah, okay. But when my consciousness rose, I was going on these like higher layers, of spiritual conscious awareness. And I rose to this level where I seen these councils. Now, people are talking about councils of 9, councils of 7. I could see them, and they're all beings around. And they're not in physical form, they're energy form. This is our true state of being, is we're not this physical matter. And somebody had a good point, and I watched a video about Yoda when he was teaching Luke. You are not this crude physical matter, you are a light being. And it's true. I mean, through movies, you can learn it does teach you some stuff, but there's a lot of crap they put out there to keep your mind in this matrix, this illusion matrix, okay? Sorry. But anyways, I could see these beings, these higher councils, and I connected with them. And they know, like, it's an amazing experience. That's all I got to say. It was beautiful. I could see them, and I could see them as their energetic forms that they were. And just like when I had the experience with the golden ones, look this up. They're beings, beautiful beings, amazing beings, very high spiritual beings. They're golden bodies. I've had before I went to that 5th dimension, I had to connect with them, and they helped me to go there. They're like guardians of that dimension, or guardians of interdimensional travel. That's what I perceived. That's what my awareness told me, anyways. But they're beautiful beings, golden ones. Look that up, Google it, whatever. I don't want to push Google or anything, but so much information's on the internet now, but which is a good thing. But now they're trying to shut things down, which is not good. Let's see here. Yeah, I talked about. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Also, one thing that I want to make very clear during this Kundalini experience, when I connected with Source, okay, who we are, I am connected. I am Source. I am part of Source. I'm an aspect of Source. So are you. We all are. There was this huge awakening one point where I looked and I connected with, when I was sitting in the coffee shop too, and I connected with everybody in that coffee shop. It's like, it's an amazing experience. And I could feel, and I don't know how to put it into words. It's hard to put into words. You have to experience this. But I realized that every person there is an aspect of me, and I'm an aspect of them, then we're all an aspect of Source. And everything that they experience is a valid experience. It's just as important. Okay? Nobody's best. So I got to push, I really got to stress this because it's a truth. You have people trying to constantly divide, and this is how they divide and conquer. You're less, I'm better, this and that, blah, blah, black, white, blah, blah, all this crap, duality crap. They just keep pushing on you. And so many of you keep falling for it. All right? We're not. Realize who you are. All right? Realize who we all are. We're all connected. We're one. All right? And you want to experience this? I'm telling you the truth. You know, you don't want to believe it? I can't do nothing about it. But I'm telling you ways to help yourself so you can experience this, to show you, so you can find out who you really are. You're so much more. You're amazing. I can't say that enough. You guys are amazing. That's about it I'm going to talk about in this video. Thanks for listening. I love you all. Take care.